welcome back to my craft room. If you're new to my craft room, then welcome. Today I am making a little centerpiece thing, I guess you could call it. It's like a candle ring using these little 8-inch wreath forms that they have at the Dollar Tree now. I was gifted some of these in some friend mail, so I'm going to be using one of those, and I'm going to give you guys like 3 different options you can do with this. You could absolutely use it for a small wreath if you wanted to, but I wanted to do something to put on my table. So you're going to need the wreath form, and then I got one of these, I love these little jars that I found at the Dollar Tree that looks like a pumpkin. We're going to be using that, just not going to be using the lid. Oh, so much stuff I have here. And then the mesh you can get at the Dollar Tree. They have all different kinds. I'm going to be using the darker one. They have the brighter fall colored ones, and then they have some that are more of a brown and orange. So you'll need 3 rolls of the mesh for this project here. And trying to get stuff out of my way. Some ribbon. I mean, you can put whatever you want in these. I'm going to be using some of this ribbon. I have some darker ribbon that I use. I don't have any more of out here. I have some of this sparkly mesh, all from the Dollar Tree. Some of the leaves that they have at the Dollar Tree. And then for the second option, I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to put on these, whoops, I got them stuck, these cute little fall leaf lights that they have. These are really nice, and they're nice orangey color. They're not too bright or Halloweeny, so they look more fall. I don't even know if I showed this. I picked up this candle. It was nice and orange because that's what I'm going to put that inside of my pumpkin. So I thought this would work out great. And then also they sell these little candle holders in a 2-pack at the Dollar Tree, and I'm actually going to put this, attach this to the bottom of my pumpkin here to raise it up a little bit higher. So you'll need those, and I have some of this skinny ribbon. I mean, you can use whatever ribbons you want, whatever kind of decorations you want to use on this. And then of course you're going to need pipe cleaners. You're going to need about 30 pipe cleaners. And I don't know, if there's anything else I missed, we'll see it as we're going along here. Well, and of course to glue on the candle holder to the bottom of my little jar here, I'm going to use Gorilla Glue. You can get like super glues at the Dollar Tree too. I don't have any from there right now, which I don't know why. I usually do, but that's the best thing. Or you can use E6000. I like the clear Gorilla Glue because it works really good on glass and stuff, and it doesn't stink. Although someone told me that Joann's now has E6000 that doesn't smell, so I gotta check that out. And then I have some of this diamond wrap adhesive that I got. This has the pretty gold leaves on it. I'm going to use a few strips of these to put around the top of my pumpkin. So let me show you how I do this. For anybody who's never seen how I make my wreaths, I'm going to just give you a quick example here. I'm not going to take too long on this because, you know, it looks like it's really quick, but actually it takes you a good hour or so to put the wreath together. So I'm going to be using bundles of 3. Now these are 6 inches wide, and I cut them all at 6 inches long, so it's like a square. And then I take 3 of them and just roll them up. I usually roll them about 6 times. And then I like to use my little hair clip to hold these together for me because it really does wear down on your fingers after a while. And I'm going to put 3 of these in one bundle. Like so. It's really easy to make a wreath, and this is actually the exact same way you would make the large wreaths if nobody's ever made one before. I know they look really complicated, and it took me a long time to start making these wreaths, but they're really simple to do. And then you're just going to put that around the 3, make sure it's nice and even, and I usually just twist it around about 3 times. And if you want, if you're sitting and watching TV, you can just sit and roll these up and put them all together and put them in like a little basket or something until you're ready to make the time go by a little faster, because it is time consuming. So we're going to do another bunch here of the mesh, and then and it's that simple. Now if you get a bunch of little scraggly things that are sticking off, just wait until you're finished to kind of clean them up, because you're going to be moving this thing around so much that you do end up with a few frayed ends here and there that you can trim off when you're done. Alright, so that is how we're going to make our bundles. Now we're going to make 10 bundles. There's 3 sections on these things. We're going to make 10 bundles for each one, and we're going to attach it to the outer 2 wires here, because I don't want it too bunched up in the center, because that's where I'm going to put my candle. Alright, so we have 2 of these made. We're going to need 10, like I said, and then I cut a piece of this, the same. I actually made this a little bit longer. I think I cut this at about 8 inches, and I'm just going to squish that together like that and add this pretty little fall ribbon to the center, and then attach that pretty much the same way. And that's just how you make all the little things you want to put in there. And like I said, you can put as many or as few as you want in between, and this sparkly mesh does want to grab onto the other mesh, so it's a little bit of a pain, but it looks really pretty. And then you can take some ribbon. I have some darker ribbon here too somewhere that I'm going to use, and you just bunch that up. And you're going to need like maybe 5 of these. And these I cut to around 8 inches, I think. I know a lot of people like them a lot longer, but since this one's going to be like a candle thing, I didn't want to make them too long to stick up or anything. Alright, and then that's how you just put all your little bunches of things together. So, I'm going to start with, I'm going to put this little guy on here. We're just going to attach it to the outer 2, just like so. And just spin it around and just tuck your ends underneath, because you don't want them scratching your table or anything. And then I'm going to take 2 bunches and put them on next, same way on those 2 outer wires. And don't worry about straightening your ribbons out or anything either until you're done, because it's just a waste of time, because you're going to have to do it all over again after you get done squishing them around while you're making it. And then, okay, so then after every 2 of these little bunches, I added a piece of ribbon, or actually I'm going to put this one in here next, whatever looks best for you guys. You could put all kinds of things in here. They have some of those little curly wires that you could put sticking up out of here for, you know, it looks kind of fall vine. It looks like a little curly fall vine or something. There's all kinds of stuff you can find to put on here. Alright. And then I put my ribbon here, and then I'm going to do 2 more until I have 10 of these little bundles, and just do the same thing pretty much all the way around. So then when you're done doing that, it comes out looking like this. You have this cute little wreath. Now by all means you could absolutely hang this up as a nice wreath, put a little bow on it or something. But I'm just going to straighten these little guys out a little bit. Got all my pretty little ribbons in here, and they all get stuck down underneath everything else while you're working on it. Now on the gross grain ribbon, I like to take like a lighter after I cut the edges on an angle and just go across it real fast like that, and it kind of seals it together so they won't fray. But you got to do it kind of really fast. You don't want to melt your ribbon, but that does work really good. So this is the darker ribbon that I had. I ran out of it though. I wanted to show that to you guys too, but this is real pretty. I used this on a project the other day. And you're just going to keep messing around with it till you get them where you want them. These are nice wired ribbons, so they bend real nice and hold their shape. But I don't want too much coming out here because I want to add some of these leaves in between too. So that's the easy peasy fun part. It's just, whoops, picking out some leaves that you like. I really love these. These are the nicest leaves in the bunch, I think. And I'm just going to put a little hot glue on them and just tuck them in here and there. Just have them sticking out. I think they're so pretty. I wish they did that with all of these with the little veining running through it, but they did not. And just put the hot glue down on the bottom of it so you don't see that. And just want a few little flowers, a few little leaves sticking out here and there. Green ones out of here. I have these shiny ones too, but I don't think I'm going to use that on these. They're kind of pretty, but they just really don't go with this. Oops, sorry, I just bumped you guys. And let's see, I'll put another orange one over here. I mean, you could put a ton of these on here if you want to. I may add a few more later, but for now we're just gonna leave it like this. So I think that's really cute. I love it. Love it. And like I said, you're gonna have to trim off some of your little things here when you're done. But after you do that, that doesn't seem to fray very much anymore. I've had some hanging outside, and once I trimmed them off, they were fine. They didn't fray anymore outside. And well, it was a covered porch, but you know, it still gets wind and stuff, and they held up very well. All right. Now, let me set this guy aside. And I'm going to take our little pumpkin here. And the first thing I'm going to do is I cut out 2 strips of the diamond wrap, which fits around here perfectly. And these are self-adhesive. I do like to add a little bit of hot glue on the end. So I get it started here. There we go. See, they're nice and sticky. And I'm just going to put these right around the top edge. And for some reason, the very last one has no adhesive on it, so I'm going to add just a little bit of hot glue to make sure that doesn't go anywhere. There, I think that looks real pretty on the edge of it. They had a lot of different ones. They have one with acorns on it if you like that better. I don't remember what the other one was. I bought quite a few of those. And then you just kind of match it up. This stuff is very sticky, so I'm hoping it's going to hold on here well. But I'm still going to just glue down the end just to be on the safe side. There. I think that looks very nice. So that is our little pumpkin. And now I'm just going to take this little candle here that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to set it down inside. And by all means, you can use a flameless candle, which I will be using once I take it out of here, but for some reason they don't show up well in my video. So I'm actually going to use a real candle for this, and I'm going to take that back out for now because I forgot to glue on my little thing on the bottom. So let me see if my little sticker's going to come off nice. Always getting ahead of myself, but that's alright. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of the Gorilla Glue. Now you're going to have to let this sit like overnight, just so it'll have a chance to dry good. And then I'm going to, for the video purposes, I'm going to put a little hot glue in here just so we can keep working, and that'll hold it in place while the Gorilla Glue's drying. Now we can put it in the center of our thing. It just sits down too low, so I just wanted something to lift it up just a little bit. Alright, so you're going to just want to move some of these things around. Flip your little candle holder over. So it just peeks out of there. Isn't that cute? And you can push some of these down on the sides here so you can see your little bowl a little bit better. There. And then let's see, where is my... Here it is. Let's hope this thing still works so I can light up my candle here. These are great. I get these at the Dollar Tree too, and they work very well for quite a while. I've had this one for a long time and it's still going strong. So there, isn't that cute? Let me take this off of here for a second so you guys can see it better. I think that looks really nice. I like that candle in there. I wish I could use real candles out there, but it's just not safe when you have birds. So there it is. I think that'll look nice on your table. You could use it on your dining room table, your kitchen table, whatever. So if you don't want to use this as a candle holder, then I'm going to show you option 2 here real quick of what else we can do with this. Okay, now for this option I want to put on these cute little lights. I figured these would be great. You can just kind of hide these wires down in here. Now if you're going to hang this, you're going to have to really attach these a lot better. But I'm just going to tuck these down in between, kind of weave them in between some of this mesh, hopefully. It sounded easier than it is, but there we go. Yeah, that mesh ribbon is really being a pain. And I'm just going to get these around here real quick, and then I'll tuck them in. Make sure I have everything where I want it to go. Kind of want these up on the top more so you can see them. And like I said, you can attach these if you want to. You could use some pipe cleaners or just some floral wire and attach these. But I'm just going to tuck these little babies down in here for now. And I just want the little leaves peeking out from the mesh. And see, once you squeeze your mesh back together, you can't even see the wires at all. So. There, and it fits around. There's like just enough to pull this all the way around here and come over and meet our first leaf. I like when things work out the way they're supposed to. Alright, and then all you gotta do is take your little battery pack. Let's turn these on first. Look how cute! I love these little lights, they're adorable. Alright. We're just going to hide that little battery pack right underneath here so you can turn it on and off. Hide all our wires. There. And that's just how it would look sitting on the table. Now for this one, I actually filled it up with some candy corn and stuff. So we're just going to put that down here in the center there. And there you just have a little thing. You could use this for Thanksgiving, Halloween, just for fall. You know, you got company over, you throw some candies in here. And the opening on these are very wide, so it's not, you know, like a big deal. And I love these things. That's mine. But yeah, so I just filled it up with those. So I thought that would be great for a second option. And like I said, if you want, you know, it's a smaller wreath, but you could always just add a nice bow to it, hang it up on your door or whatever, and I think it would be lovely. So that was my 2 little projects for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you all next time. Have a great day, everyone.